Hey guys, I'm going out this weekend for 2 nights and I thought I'd show you what I have in my pack. So I've got the new Mammut Ducan 50 to 60 litre, which is a lightweight pack. It's only 1.6 kilos and it's only a roll top with just access down the bottom there as well. So I'm gonna have to get used to packing with more packing cubes and a bit more organization, which I think will be good for me. Since my other pack had lots of pockets, I was just stuffing things in there and it was very disorganized. So this will take me out of my comfort zone. First up, I've got my Cedar Summit First Aid dry bag, which has all my kit in here. But since doing a first aid course with Next Peak, I think I'm gonna add a tourniquet to this kit and definitely double check that I've got everything needed in this bag before I set out. Now food. We've got my Past Outdoors fast packers. I just thought it'd be a bit easier than running around since this was a bit of a last minute trip. So it's got all the calories I need, snacks, blocks, main meals, breakfasts. So it just keeps it all nice and compact. I know what's in there, I've got the menu, and they're really tasty as well. So that is a good start. I've got my Nalgene canteen. This has come on so many trips with me. It's held up so well, which I didn't think it would since it's just like a regular bladder, but it's really durable. This is the 1.5 litre, and since I know there's going to be water where I'm going, I'm not too fussed on taking heaps. I've got my hard side hydration silo here, which is going to be filled up, which is what I'm going to be drinking from. So I've got 3 litres on me, and on the first night there's going to be a creek there, so I'll be all sorted. On that note, somewhere in here I have my little filtering system. I've got, well, this still needs to be kind of reorganized. This is a bit of a pseudo pack, but I've got my Life Straw Peak Solo filter, which has the 28mm thread, and that goes onto my Scenic Outdoors Vesica bottle. This just screws on like that. I just find it really simple, easy to use. This one's 1 litre, and I always chuck in a Catadine tablet as well, just to kill everything, so I'm not getting sick on the trail. Next up, this is a favourite of mine, my Winter Expert camp booties. Every time it gets cold, I'm like, yes, I can finally dust off my camp booties. I like being comfortable at the campsite, especially if I'm walking all day long, which most of the time I am. So I take off my hard yakka boots, my Lowell Renegades, and I chuck these boys on with some thick merino socks, and I'm all set into the night. What else have we got here? Got my clothes. Like I said, this is a pseudo pack. I've got to go through all of this, but I always take merino leggings and top that I sleep in at night and that I chill in if I feel like it. It's pretty much the only other set of clothes I bring. We all get stinky on the trail, it's fine. So I've got that. I've got extra socks, and then on the outside of my pack I got my rain pants, and then I'll have my rain jacket as well, and probably a puffer as well that I'm going to shove into here after. For my cook set, I have the Snow Peak little titanium cook set, but it goes well. Probably my favorite bit of kit is my Soto Windmaster. It is tiny for a stove and really packs a punch. It is super strong in high winds, and because it has these 4 prongs, I can put my little fry pan on there, and it's just a really stable little stove to put things on. That will all go nice and tidy after this video. Yeah, little cup and whatnot. For this trip, I've decided to forego my Mont Moon dance and try something different. I love bivvy camping and tarp camping. It's something I'm getting used to. What I really like about it is being able to just pop my head under the tarp, over the top, and look at the stars. Once I'm in my bivvy, I'm nice and cozy and I can just lie out there and just peek out when I wake up multiple times in the night. And so this time round, I've got the Maroka 30 Stalker Fly, which I'm really excited to use in conjunction with my outdoor research helium bivvy. This thing is so awesome. I'm so excited, as you can tell, for this trip. So since I'm using a tarp, I don't have my poles with me, but I've got the Helinox Ridgeline poles that I'm going to use with this tarp to set that up with. And as always, my trusty loud Tyvek, which is not as loud as it used to be, which is a super awesome durable ground sheet. I'm thinking I'm going to probably not cut it in half, just fold it in half just to make sure it fits under my bivvy, and so water doesn't pool. But yeah, so that's awesome, super versatile. I've got my Nemo Riff sleeping bag. It's done me well. This is a women's -1 bag and I'm really cold, so it's kept me nice and cozy. But I think if I was to upgrade, I'd probably get the Cedar Summit Ascent sleeping bag or the Spark Pro, just because it has the free fly system, so I can have my arms out, still connected up the top, and my feet out, and just be cozy in my sleeping bag reading my book. So possible next upgrade, you'll find out in the next video if I go for it, but I've been looking into it. Here's my other little dry bag of my technology and stuff. I've forgotten my power bank, but I have got my Petzl, I think this is a Tika, but I've got the Actic Core battery that goes in it. So that's this little guy here. I just find it really reliable. I don't have to bring extra batteries with me. And I can just charge this up with my power bank, which is a Nightcore power bank, which is really lightweight and I also love. We're nearly at the end, guys. I've got my recently upgraded Cedar Summit Etherlight XR. I think it was the XT women's version since I started hiking. I had that for 4 years. No punctures, so comfy, so cozy. I roll around in my sleep all night long. Literally sleeping back me, just spinning around all night long. It's a nightmare, but I'm getting better and I'm finding it more comfortable to sleep at night by myself on solo hikes. But this new model of the Etherlight XR is so much lighter and smaller than the old model. So I've been loving using this, and my very lucky friends are now able to use my old mat. And so they also have a comfy night's sleep when they're lucky enough to go out with me. And what else have we got here? I don't remember what's in here, but let's have a look. Hopefully it's nothing weird. It's nothing weird, guys. It's my extra sleep kit. So I've got the Mont Silk liner. I always use a liner, especially if my friends are using my sleeping bag. I make sure they use a liner as well, because I just like keeping my sleeping bag nice and clean, and I feel like it adds a little bit of warmth. And the Mont Silk ones are so luxurious. I'm like, wow, I'm really out here in the bush and I'm sleeping in silk. What the hell? My Cedar Summit Eros Premium pillow. I'm recently an inflatable pillow convert. So I've been loving this. For the past few years, I've been using just a pillow that I sewed up, but it would take quite a bit of space in my back. So I've been stoked to have this bad boy. And yeah, that's pretty much everything on the inside of my pack. I got this little pocket here that I just keep bits of random things. This is a little hack of mine, a chamois, a cheap little chamois. It goes a long way. You can use it to wipe down the condensation on your tent, your tarp, whatever, or just wipe your pots down after using it. But they are so light and they dry so fast. So I definitely recommend this instead of a microfiber towel that can just stay wet and be heavy for quite some time. I keep my sunscreen in a little Nalgene straight-sided container, which has been so handy. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. I've just been bringing like a huge sunscreen bottle, so that's been good. And yeah, can't forget my little Thermarest sit pad, if you can see it there. That comes with me all the time. And actually, I've just realized I've forgotten my trusty Helinox Chair Zero, which comes with me on all of my hikes as well. So mental note to bring that. Yeah, I don't mind carrying the extra weight, especially if it's a multi-day walk. They're only around 500 grams, so it's really, I I don't mind the extra weight if it means I'm gonna be super comfy. But another thing that I forgot to bring with me, but which will be coming with me and that will live in this pocket, is my Kobo e-reader. I recently got one and I'm so excited to just be in my tent at night and read on my e-reader all night long and not let those dark thoughts come into my head. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting. But thank you so much for watching me run through my pack and what I have in it, what I normally bring. Obviously it's different every time I go, but just also another word on the Hardside Hydration Swig Rig. This is a game changer. Make sure you check it out. It's awesome. Anyway, back to the video. Yes, again, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of the gear that I use, or if you just want to ramble on about gear that you love, that I should know about, or that everyone else should know about, just write in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.